by the way.
Do get a
Oh.
bit quirky at night.
That was weird.
What?
I played all of the join sounds at the same time.
I think Discord had an issue.
But I think it's good now. I have clicked started streaming, so we are now streaming. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I
It's
get
just-
points, yes.
Yes. Every time you listen to instructions, you get points. We're doing something very fun today. We're playing Kerbal Space Program. I'd like to say a seasoned veteran at this game. I have about 100 hours in the first game, about 30 in the second. I can get to the moon very easily. I can build a rocket. It's great. So I'm not going to do any of that. And these two chuckleheads are going to do it for me. More so, they're going to tell me how to build it, and I'm going to fly it to the best of my ability. So here's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to do this 3 stages. We're going to build the lander, we're going to build the orbital stage, and we're going to build the main stage. So,
I got a very what?
okay, go ahead.
Can we make it a giant flying donut?
Unfortunately not. As funny as that would be,
Fine.
I don't think that would work.
Make it pointy.
We also have to make sure there's a working parachute.
Just send Jebediah, he won't need it.
No. With the parachute, we make that the first thing in launch order.
Oh!
Oh no. This might
I
be
like
a
your
bad
thinking.
This might be a bad idea. Okay. So traditionally, us landing on the moon has had an orbiter and a lander. We could do that, or we could just do just a straight lander that lands and then takes off and goes straight back to Earth.
Okay. But to be fair, do we want them to come back?
No.
That
Not
is
personally.
my goal. To bring them back is my goal.
Okay, so we can't establish a permanent colony on the moon.
I mean, we could, but so, okay. I'll put it to you this way: if we leave them there today, we do another stream where we go and get them with another different designed rocket.
That's for me.
Yeah!
All right.
Yeah. Send them to the moon.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I will tell you the pods that I think would work best. That would be obviously the Apollo Command Module. And then there's the Mark III pods as well. Or if we're feeling froggy, there's just a cupola.
I want that.
May I make a suggestion instead?
You may.
Oh, of course.
Shuttle cockpit.
Which one? I have an actual shuttle cockpit that we would definitely change the name of. And I have this one that looks vaguely like the shuttle cockpit.
I think there's another one to the left of that.
That's more of just a plane cockpit.
You know what? Which one do you think, Brenton?
I'm thinking number 2, so we can put a big old parachute on the end.
I like your thinking.
Okay, I will say, your goal is to get them there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our goal is to build the rocket. Yours is to get them there.
Okay.
Oh wait, well, I don't know if parachute would actually be very effective, because doesn't the moon, like, not really have much of an atmosphere?
The moon has
If
no
any.
atmosphere.
Correct.
Yeah, therefore parachute would not work.
No, that's why we use it before the launch.
Well, maybe, what if we have to abort the launch?
Yeah, it's a safety feature.
Okay. Sure.
You know, I'm noticing a trend.
What's the trend?
I think you have the two most chaotic members of TOV telling you how to build a ship.
That was kind of the idea. That was kind
And
of
our
the
immediate
idea.
thought process is how to make the most cursed thing ever. Because, like, you're like, oh, you guys are going to help build it, and I'm going to try flying it to the best of my ability. And Brad's like, I'm going to be a chaos agent, and me, I'm also one.
I'm trying to get this to blow up on the landing pad.
No, okay, I will say that. This cannot blow up on the landing pad. This has to...
It'll get off the landing pad, then blow up. All
this
right.
has to, at the very least, get to low Earth orbit.
Okay, can we make the parachute open as low as possible?
That's not going to get it to low Earth orbit, but sure.
Perfect. Yeah, that's all we needed.
There.
There
I
we
have
go.
it set to open at 50. Okay. So then, obviously, a landing stage needs fuel to, land and not die.
I don't know.
So the ones that would fit this are here.
For the biggest one possible.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were gonna say that.
Can we put wings on this at a slight angle?
Not yet. We won't put wings on it yet.
Can we mount a series of RCS thrusters in the most inconvenient places ever?
You know what? Yeah, hold on. Let me find them.
That is a great statement to make. I'm thinking a 45-degree angle, all pointing the same way.
Hold on, it's X.
Specifically, mount them to the windshield.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work.
You know what? It might actually. Kerbal.
And mount them on the door.
No, they have to be able to get out. They have to be able to get out.
Just above the door. No,
I can-
actually, on the ladder.
On the ladder? Okay. On the ladder. On both sides. Now, they do need RCA. They do need monopropellant, so I am going to take that off for a second. Throw monopropellant fuselage on there.
Okay. We're having some progress made. What other neat types of thrusters are there?
Man.
What if we put the tiniest one on the what if we use the tiniest one for landing?
You're thinking the same way I am.
Giant fuel tank. Itty bitty thruster.
So it has about 3,100 milliseconds of delta V, which should be more than enough for me to land properly, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Provide
So
you have enough gas.
next, we need landing legs.
I like the white brick.
This one? Hold on.
Perfect. Perfect size.
Yeah,
Alright, hold on.
but we only need 3 of them because we all know triangles are the most stable shape.
Sure.
Why did I tell myself this was a good idea?
Yeah, why did you?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Alright.
Can you angle them inward slightly? A little more, I think. Just one more. Perfect.
Alright. I'm going go ahead.
I don't think this is getting to the moon.
I'm gonna do my damnedest to get this thing to the moon, okay? Alright, so that is the lander stage. Actually, no, hold on. Let me throw on some of the more important things like satellite dishes and stuff.
Is there a shitter on board?
There's probably one in the cockpit.
Okay. Can we bolt Jebediah Kerbal to the back of the pod?
Hold on. Well, I think we should get the wings first before we figure that out.
Strap him to the edge of the wings.
Rex, what I'm thinking is the blender.
Christ. This was a terrible idea.
Look, we're trying to make this an interesting challenge for you to fly. Or something like
I
that.
don't know what that is, but I like it.
Miami, Houston copies. Thank you.
It's the donut.
Alright. So then we have the next stage.
Uh-huh.
Which should be comprised of either an orbital stage or not that. But I'm gonna say an orbital stage.
Wait. I have a proposal for Brenton.
I'm listening.
Smallest fuel tank, biggest rocket booster.
Yes, that is great.
Hold on.
I think Exus is regretting his many decisions. Do you think that'll get him out of orbit?
I don't know. There's also the
It's 2.9 milliseconds of Delta V.
Hey, remember the rocket we used to escape in Subnautica?
Yeah, I sure do.
You see the thrusters that I'm thinking of?
Do you want me to replace this with those?
I would say put that off to the side, don't get rid of it, and then compare it to... Your thoughts, Rex?
That would be really funny.
Good. Okay, still have plenty of room.
We're making it as streamlined as possible for you. Before we change our mind.
Do you think this needs boosters?
It's good.
Maybe. I don't know yet.
Some SRBs, maybe?
Fucking hell.
I like the thought process here.
That connect.
The hula hoop.
Okay.
Okay.
So these ones would be the ones for the next stage. They can be orange.
Can we paint them bright pink?
I cannot.
That's what
do
I was
that,
thinking.
unfortunately. If this was
Damn.
KSP2, we could. KSP2 is custom colors, but this one does not.
For shame.
Can we link them in a chain, back to back, alternating between the black and white stripes and orange?
How do you mean?
Like, paint it orange, put it on.
This is Mission Control Houston, 8 days, 22 hours, 55.
Okay, then put another one on and make it a different color.
On the Artemis 2 mission. On
Like
board
this?
the vehicle, The four
Precisely.
members, Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, and mission specialists
Okay.
Jeremy Hansen and Christina Cook are suiting up in their Orion Crew
Okay,
survival
now
suits,
they're
the launch and
saying
entry suits
Christina
that they
Cook.
also wore during their launch from the Kennedy Space Center back on April 1st. Once the crew is all set,
I don't know. Names are
they'll
hard.
do a series of
English
leak
is
checks
hard.
to make sure that they have
then
good suit integrity,
we need a thruster.
board integrity, before they strap themselves into their
I'm gonna
seats
throw that on.
for the final
You guys have
phase of
an
this
option
mission
for 5
that will culminate
thrusters.
with a splashdown in the Pacific 2 hours and 35 minutes from now
Bring
at
this down.
7:07
Do we want to
p.m.
use this? Do
Central
we want a
Time,
different one?
5:07 p.m. Pacific Time, about 2.5
I think we
hours
could use it.
before
How?
sunset.
Yeah.
Let's try to make him experience the most G's possible in launch.
And the suits are in the process
Okay,
of being
okay.
leak checked at the present time. We'll relay all that to you in just a few moments. Right now, integrity is just about 20,000 nautical miles.
Now hear me
from
out,
Earth.
Brenton. We bolt some
Mhm.
ridiculously massive
The
SRBs to the
next
side.
major milestone, which will be the separation
I'm gonna
of
have
the
to
module
see
from
it
the
first.
European service module 2 hours and 1 minute from now.
This is as far as I can zoom out currently.
Will occur at 6:30.
Okay, alright, let's put some SRBs to see what it'll look like with
Can we
that.
A series of 8 of them.
8? I can do 8 radial.
Of integrity's thrusters to induce a change in velocity of 9.9 feet per second, slightly
believe that's
raising up
8.
the aft end of the vehicle to improve its angle of attack as it enters the Earth's atmosphere.
Now, I think we need to look at
And,
wings.
in the process, mitigates
Oh, we gotta bolt the wings on the side of the SRBs.
peak heating effects on the heat shield of the vehicle.
Alright, alright.
Out in the
I
splashdown
am
zone,
adjusting these.
out in the Pacific Ocean, the
Hey,
weather
can you
is,
tilt them slightly?
No, I
forecast to be
cannot.
go by the Spaceflight Meteorology Group here at the Johnson Space Center.
Can we like we can't rotate them 5 degrees?
I'm going to anyway.
Which should be ideal for the recovery
Huh.
forces
Wrong way.
being deployed from the USS
You
John
mean
Bertha
wrong
to
way?
recover the crew, extract them, hoist them into 2 Navy
You
helicopters,
mean wrong way?
back to the deck of the Mertha.
Alright, grab the blue one.
Medical bay for post splashdown medical checks.
Oh fuck, no.
We now have a report from the environmental.
I don't mean to throw you off when I say wrong way.
Good.
I know what
Alright.
the fuck you're doing.
4 suits have passed the leak check.
Uh-huh, a little more, like 2 more clicks.
Here for entry and splashdown.
Perfect.
Just over 2.5 hours from now. One
Okay.
data point, just an update.
And we'll need wings pointing the opposite way.
Received from Flight Dynamics, and these are unofficial and will not become official until post-flight. We now anticipate that the maximum speed that integrity
That should balance out.
as
Hold
it
on.
enters the Earth's
Yeah.
atmosphere will be right around the same time
And very
as
pointy
the
nose cones.
communications blackout of 6 minutes. In
Yes, as sharp as possible.
We're expecting integrity
So
speed
Houston is saying
at
that
6:54 and 4 seconds
the
PM
exact
Central
same time that they reach
And
their
at that
maximum
point,
speed is the
the
exact
vehicle
same
should be
time they're going to
traveling
lose
at
communication for 6 minutes.
24,660
Yeah.
21 miles per hour, which will be just 130 miles short in velocity of the record that was set.
Now, do we think the point should be proportional, larger, or
Tom Stafford,
or
Gene
small?
Cernan, and John Young on their return
You know what?
orbiting the
I
moon.
think that's just fine like that.
Once again,
Alright,
peak speed
alright.
expected to be reached
Okay,
just a few
so
seconds
let me.
after the start of entry interface, as the vehicle plummets back into the Earth's
I have a feeling this is going to explode.
Speed expected to be reached
I
at
also
6:54
have
and 4
that
seconds
feeling.
PM Central
I
Time.
sure hope so.
Okay,
And,
so
that peak
apparently
speed now
this is not
estimated
good.
by
It's not
Flight
gonna work.
Dynamics
So we're
to be
getting rid of that.
24,661.21 miles per hour, which equates to about Mach 33.
Houston Integrity
I
1 and 2 leak check complete. Also,
am
we
slightly
powered the
concerned
HA,
at how much
giving
fuel
us
that's
a
gonna
CO2
use.
alarm at 4.4.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna worry about it.
Don't worry about it. You only have to worry about flying it.
We copy leak check.
I can't fly it
We
if it
well,
can't fly.
And copy CO2 at 4.4.
Look,
Not with that
The
attitude.
engineering team thinks it's gonna work.
I'm
We
with
also
the
on the
science
HA have a
team.
bit A of 16. We've seen that in the past. Should go away.
Take this from an engineering student. It'll work. Trust, for real.
Oh, I see what the
Has
issue is. Hold on.
ATA been powered for 5 minutes?
There's no
I-
issue.
Still in that wait period.
I am really stupid.
Hi, well.
We are in the wait period. We expect that bit will go away.
We copy, and that bit can also indicate that we cannot trust the other values, so we'll check back with you after the 5 minutes on the CO2 level.
Okay.
Hey, firm.
I'm gonna do some minor modifications, not to the main design. I just need to add some of the electrical stuff so that they can actually see, you know.
Mount it to the SRBs.
No. But you know what? Hold on. Do I had a mod once upon a time. Nope, that's not it. That had a big ass round one. Not these ones, is it?
Oh, there goes well.
This is Mission Control Houston. Mission elapsed time of 8 days, 23 hours, 2 minutes into the flight of integrity on the Artemis II mission. While we have a moment here, just an opportunity to run down some of the chronological highlights that lie ahead.
Place some of those on the
2.5
SRBs.
hours before integrity splashes down
You know-
in the
yeah.
Pacific Ocean. Coming up at 5:30 p.m. Central
look at
Time,
this.
6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we will begin a simulcast of NASA Plus coverage that
What the fuck is NASA
will accompany
Plus?
our 24/7 YouTube coverage that we
It's a
have
plus.
been providing ever since we began the mission
How's that
with
look?
the tanking of the Space Launch.
I think we
System
need them at an
the
angle.
Kennedy Space Center for launch back on
They
April
are going
1st.
to automatically turn no matter what, so no matter what angle I put them at, they're just gonna not be at that angle.
Damn.
The funny part is these are probably be jettisoned and not even used.
Most likely.
I think it's ready for launch.
Hold on.
Jeremy, we
It's not ready
copy.
for launch.
No, we've
Actually,
yet to
wait.
name it.
And confirm
Oh, right. And you know what I think we should do instead of putting them inside the shuttle cockpit?
No, they have to make it there alive.
Can we at least duct tape one of them to an SRB?
Hear me out. Put one person inside the cockpit.
Copy.
And then 8 more on each SRB. Or 8 more spread across the SRBs.
Okay.
Once
So here-
again,
here's
the
what
leak
I'll-
checks
here's what I'll
having
do.
been successfully completed
Where are my
on the
chairs?
Actually, just
launch and entry suits for the crew members on board Integrity. Once again, we'll begin our NASA Plus coverage as a simulcast to our 24/7 YouTube
Wonderful.
coverage in less
It's
than
a carousel.
5:30
Alright,
p.m.
so hold on.
Yeah.
Central Time, 6:30 p.m.
I'm gonna
Eastern
save this
Time.
real quick.
At 6:15
I have to go to
p.m.,
the
we're going
astronaut
to hand
complex
over
and hire a bunch of
communications
guys.
from the Deep Space Network to the tracking and data relay satellite
hey, you
system.
want to fly in my
As
rocket
Integrity
ship?
continues to approach the
I think we need cat fur on one of them.
Currently,
Cat fur?
Integrity is
Yeah, cat fur.
20,000 nautical
Cat fur
miles
absolutely has to be on one of them.
destination and a splashdown in the Pacific.
Luckily, I think
We will
there's one for
separate the
everybody.
European service module from
Oh,
the crew
oh,
module at
Dilfraud is
6:15
staying
Dilfraud.
on.
Central Time.
Dilfraud gets to
And
live.
just 4 minutes later, we'll
He'll get survivor's
for
guilt.
a 19-second burn of the integrity thrusters
Fucking hell.
to slightly tilt the vehicle's orientation.
Look, we
upward.
need a means to transport the
The
whole
aft end
crew.
being tilted
No,
upward.
no,
Yeah.
You're right.
That
You're
will,
right. You're
also
right.
change
And then-
the velocity by 9.9
and look.
feet per second. And,
And the alternative solution is we need them to pilot the SRBs
vehicle for
home.
its angle of
Should we at least put
attack.
parachutes on the sides of the SRBs so they can potentially survive?
Interface where we reach the
Yes, but mount them upside down.
and where most of the
I agree.
operations will then begin. Entry interface is scheduled at 6:53 and 31 seconds
That's the one
p.m.
they get.
Central Time, where integrity
That works.
will be at an
And
altitude of
they open
4,000 meters
at
above the Earth.
50 meters.
traveling
Feet.
at about 34,882 feet per second,
Oh,
with a
my.
range to splashdown of 1,701 nautical miles.
And make them gigantic.
Just 10 seconds, just a few seconds later, about 24 seconds later.
Is there a way to adjust only one of them to be small?
I cannot do that now.
6:53
Damn.
and, 55 seconds p.m.
Alright.
That communications blackout will be due
Say.
to the buildup of plasma around the vehicle, the
I'm so upset
ionization
right now.
of the interaction of the velocity.
This is a work of art.
The friction of the Earth's
I
atmosphere.
don't know if that's what I
So
would
the
call this.
communications blackout to last
It's-
about 6 minutes in duration,
It's
starting
a
4 seconds
modern
after
art
entering
piece.
interface.
Alright.
At 6:54,
What should it be?
Do you think NASA would buy our design?
we'll reach our peak velocity. This is an estimation.
I'm not sure what to name it.
I know Brenton would have a name.
Of 24,600.
Well, I'm not gonna go with the usual names.
Mach 33. This will fall about
After the film, Hail Mary.
short of the speed
Oh.
record set by the Apollo 10
God. We're going with
command
Poland.
module.
This is Project
Oh,
Hail Mary.
alright.
Brown
Okay.
during the Apollo
Alright.
10 mission of Tom Stafford.
This'll
You
be
don't seem
fine.
particularly confident.
Back in the spring of 1969.
I'm gonna send a screenshot of this to Andrew. He has over 2,500 hours in the Purple Space Program.
Oh, I bet he'll love the design.
Can we make it daytime?
Once,
That is what he's doing.
I need to be able to see
blackout
it.
ends, which is expected.
Can we verify that the entire crew is aboard the ship?
Yeah, I can see them.
Before 7 p.m. Central Time.
There they are.
6:59 and 56 seconds.
All right, brave
PM
astronauts.
We will be at an altitude of 157
Jebediah.
feet over the Pacific Ocean.
Godspeed, Jebediah. You'll be the only one to enjoy this.
At about 13,300
Wait,
feet
hold
per
on.
second, with a range to splash
Here,
down
what?
of just 140.
Hold on, I want to see a test flight with those active
There will be a series
first,
of roll reversals, first to the left.
so we know what
Then,
shouldn't
integrated
happen.
Bank to the left. These are computer commanded, not crew commanded, but computer commanded roll reversals to bank the vehicle first to the left, then to the right. That bleeds off excess energy. Reduce the speed and the heating effects.
Okay.
Okay,
During the final
okay.
Alright.
Aside from premature parachute deployments, we seem to be doing all right.
Perfect. Perfect. This is going just as planned.
I think the parachutes are the problem.
You think the parachutes are the problem?
No,
Yes.
look at Jeb. Jeb's enjoying his time here.
Alright, and cut!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Fuck!
parachutes, 3 of them.
Hey, one survived.
Survive!
The forward bay.
Roto Kerman.
Parachutes at the very top of Orion.
Hey, the thruster's still going.
Scheduled at 7:04.
I'm curious how that's working. That shouldn't have any fuel.
The vehicle will have slowed to just a
Alright.
Well, fellas, I think it's safe to say
of 190
it was a
miles
success.
per hour,
Alright.
feet per second, I should say, at that point, at an altitude of
Alright, you get to
5,500 feet.
actually work the deploy situation correctly.
Of course, will be 0. 19 miles an hour is the velocity that the crew
let me
will
make
feel
sure
under
everything
the
is
3
set
main
properly.
parachutes as they splash down in the Pacific, southwest of San Diego. So a number of major
Jebediah,
milestones lie
Bill,
ahead.
Bob,
Splashdown time is currently
Valentina,
estimated at
Catford,
7:07
Chadney,
and 7 seconds PM
Joe Barry,
Central Time,
Shep Hat,
5:07
Roto,
and 7 seconds
Karis,
PM Pacific Time. That will
Waluki,
conclude a
Larry,
total traveling
Godspeed.
distance from launch to splashdown of 600
Let's send these
Fire in the hole.
statute miles.
Look, looks like he's having a fun time.
28 minutes away now from crew module, service module.
Are we
Why
sure
is it
supposed to
spinning?
be like that?
The crew has donned their launch
Alright,
equipment.
it's fine.
They've
It's fine.
completed
It's fine.
leak checks. Everything is in order, and the weather is go at the splashdown site. Some of the flying assets.
It's fine.
That will collect imagery
Uh-huh.
of the descent of,
Everything is going exactly as planned.
We had a plan?
That's why it's going exactly as planned.
Good.
Man, this rocket
Oh,
science
uh-oh.
stuff is easy.
Okay, no. Everyone's still looking good? We're going about 240 meters per second.
Man,
How
this
you
rocket
holding up,
science
Jeb?
stuff's easy.
What's that in trading units?
Multiply
What
by
was our Delta
3.6.
V going up?
I don't know that.
How and why
That's
is
too
our
big of
Delta V
numbers for
going
me.
up? Guys, I don't like
Yeah.
the look of this. They're starting to heat up.
Hey.
So
That's
they
a pretty
were
cool
just they just surpassed 1,400 miles an hour.
Oh, okay.
How motion sick do you think the entire crew is right now?
Yes.
Oh.
Which will be used to bring the crew members
We lost a thruster.
into that front porch.
Hey,
They've now
thruster, we
exceeded
lost all of the thrusters.
They have exceeded 2,500 mile per hour.
Weight reduction. Go faster.
Exactly.
Yeah. Get with the program.
Get with the program.
I think we're sinking.
All right. It is currently 5:47 p.m. We have about an hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to see if I can salvage this design.
Okay. Your thoughts on it?
But I like the general idea of that.
Okay. I think the wings should stay, though.
I will leave the wings as they are.
Houston, we are ready for
Wonderful.
another CO2 reading on the AGA.
What about the 8-man? I mean, what about the 12-man crew?
It is
We need all of them.
They will stay. I will leave the crew. I am, however, going to make the nose cones smaller.
It needs to be a
Aww.
fun team.
I know. The penis is funny.
And read earlier the CO2.
So I need
So
separation.
you're like, you said it, not me.
I did say it. So I'm gonna go
Then
ahead
it
and
needs to
mount
be
some
one.
separation boosters on it.
Sounds good. We just know we're in an ARS suit, and that's very likely contributing to that.
We concur.
So this should be okay, I hope. This might still make it spin, but you know what? It's fine.
Spinning makes it go faster.
If it doesn't work, I recommend increasing the wing size.
Unfortunately, I
No.
don't think that's how that works.
I know the problem, Exodus.
What is the problem?
Holy
We
hell.
don't have enough SRBs. We need to mount SRBs to our SRBs.
I don't think that'll work.
No. I think he's got a point.
We all know what's better than 8 SRBs? 24 of them.
I don't like how effective this is. Oh, never mind, it's starting to twist.
I want it to do the sponge.
am not able to put it at a proper heading. It has to lean, but I can't do that.
Add more wings.
Exactly. Add the same amount of wings, but going the opposite way as well.
Make it ever so slightly smaller.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Man, I wonder where this is going. Uh-oh. How much of the crew did we lose?
Integrity Houston for CO2.
Like, I thought we were just doing a barrel roll.
Hey Reed, what we'd like to do is
Hey, at least the
open
parachute's
ARS
activated.
ISO valve
No,
to
the
make
parachutes
the
are gonna be
cabin
good
and
enough.
suit loop
I think I
air
put
for
on
the
drone
time being.
chutes.
And we would
Yeah,
need a
you
call
did.
from you all when Christina and Jeremy are getting
Well,
Well, goodbye, Jeb, Bill, and Bob.
Hold on, guys.
And then
Hold
one
on.
other crew
Hold
member.
on, guys. You got this. You'll be alright.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Jeb is having the time of his life.
They're all having the time of their lives. Look at them.
Jeb is jibbing. He's jibbing around.
Hey, Jackie,
I think they're still going too fast.
we just hang on that
That's
for a little
fine.
bit and see how we're doing.
Damn.
Yep, up to you. We will
Look,
wait. Let us know if you
I
like
think
that,
we can call this a
cabin and
success. We've determined that our crew is capable of surviving a catastrophic
Is there a
accident.
CO2
Well,
number
you
where
know what they
guys
say,
wanna
don't you,
advise us?
fellas?
Any
Hey,
landing
Pat,
you
is
walk
that-
away from is a good one.
Yeah.
Is any of the rest of the crew still alive?
Reed, we
Holy
do not
fuck,
want
yeah.
to go
Oh,
back.
no, maybe not. It's a little
Uh-oh.
staticky.
Yeah, that's perfect. Let us monitor it for just a couple minutes.
Where did we leave her off at?
Oh, because they have a seat on that.
Ruh-roh.
Alright. Alright, fellas. I love the enthusiasm, okay? I love the enthusiasm.
Okay.
More SRBs.
I don't think this is getting us to the moon.
More wings.
Look, we're not going to get to the moon with that kind of attitude.
I have tried to have a good attitude about this. I honestly just don't think it's helping.
Config is complete and
So are we certain we only want the one?
Excellent on cabin config. And
I think I know what happened. He made the nose cones too small.
That call from
No, I think they need to go smaller.
integrity indicating that following
Why not make a hydroplane?
successful leak
Alright, can we add a single wing to, like, the back of the cockpit, like a mohawk?
don those suits now, and then they'll climb into their respective seats, both on the flight deck and the mid deck of
Perfect.
the Integrity.
Alright.
In preparation
Sure, why not?
for a crew module service module separation that's scheduled 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Look,
from
we're
now.
trying to learn rocket science.
Maybe I should have made this me actually trying to teach you the actual physics of this game.
Oh, I understand the physics. That's why I've been putting wings on everything.
Guys, go. What? Oh, I think it's just because I killed all of them. It's fine.
Yeah. And that's gotta be it.
Does that sound different to
Wait,
anybody,
what?
or is it just me?
It sounded very different. Maybe it's a good different.
I don't know if this is a good different or not.
Hello.
At the very least, it's not spinning.
What's
Maybe I
that
can
one
salvage
game?
this. You know what? I think this might be fine. I think this might be fine, fellas. It's spinning.
It's starting
What
to tilt.
game? Well,
Well, yeah, it needs to tilt.
the one with the logic board wiring. What's that game?
Has a call from Capcom Jackie Mahaffey here in Mission Control to Reed Wiseman.
The one with the H3.
That the Pyros are armed for crew module, service module
H3?
coming up 1 hour.
Yeah, the helicopter.
Are you talking about Stormworks?
Yeah.
I don't like how effective this is.
The Exodus.
Yeah.
In Star Wars, I accidentally made a hydroplane boat.
Oh. Alright. And we're coming up to the booster separation stage. In
Can't wait for it to blow up.
2, 1. Separate. It blew up.
Weight reduction.
And we're spinning.
I no longer have control of that.
First order of business will be the command.
Look, maybe we can get out of this
crew module
spin.
operating system.
Hold on. I
Bags,
think
the,
that might have been
5
my fault.
inflatable
I
airbags
think
that
it might
will
have
be
been my
inflated
fault. I
with
think I
helium
separated too
to
quickly.
maintain its upright position
Okay.
as it bobs in the Pacific.
Cannot believe it.
Before the recovery forces reach the crew.
Hell yeah, we got the full crew again.
15 minutes.
All right, so
After splashdown is when we expect the.
That's the problem. You didn't have the other 7 people to push the shut-off button.
At which point, the recovery teams will begin
God
to
damn.
make their way toward the vehicle to set up that inflatable life raft called the front porch, buttressed alongside the spacecraft. That will be the precursor to the opening of the hatch and the extraction of the crew members.
What we need to do is mount SRBs to the SRBs to push them away.
That's what I just did.
As they feel
Okay, but we need bigger.
Earth's gravity in 9 days and their high-speed return to Earth, with their peak speed reaching
Like I said,
24,661
this has to be
miles an
physically
hour.
possible. If the,
Alright, can we get them pointed directly at the SRB they're connected to?
you know what? Here, I'll do this instead. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Makes sense to me.
I don't see how this can go well, but I'm looking forward to it.
All right, and we're launching. All right, fellas. So here we have the shitfuck Mark 45. And before we take off, I'm just going to do this. This is not going to go over well, but it'll be fine. I'm sure.
Wait, what are
Don't
we
be too
doing?
pessimistic.
I have opened the solar panels. This will allow for more horsepower.
Hello.
Are you ready?
Are we powering this with horses?
3, 2, 1, let's send these fuckers to space.
Oh,
Ah, well.
hey, I think they broke.
Oh, oh. Hold on, fellas. Hold on.
Wait, have their chairs been removed?
No,
I
I
they're
think
at such an angle.
no, I think it is simply because of the how small the nose cones are.
Yeah.
Because they were attached to the nose cones, if you'll remember.
Yeah.
This poor guy up here is doing the best he can.
I mean, I specifically requested that one so you could maneuver a bit easier.
All right, and main engine start. We're picking up speed. We're currently at 12,000 meters into the atmosphere.
Look, I think the hardest part is getting out of the atmosphere.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
I think we lost the crew.
Let's see how they're doing.
Only 2. Pat for 3.
All right. We are looking fairly decent. I have
All
changed
those inside
nothing
the
else
shuttle.
about the design.
The four in the shuttle are completely unaware of what has happened.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Never mind, the other two won't serve.
We lost
survivor's
8
guild.
brave men and women today. Alright. I'm lowering thrust. I have to apply my knowledge of Kerbal space. Aerospace. I lost the word, but I have to apply my knowledge.
Uh-huh.
Oh fuck, nope. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize for my actions.
Hey, look, you hit the Carmen line.
We're about 29 minutes away from the start. Joining our 24/7 YouTube coverage.
I think we've succeeded, Brennan. We've made it to space.
That's unfortunate. I mean, yay.
Oh no. Oh no. Stop. It's okay.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. Relax. Everything is fine. Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
I think you're the only one not relaxed.
Yeah, look at Jim.
Actually, yeah, they all look fairly relaxed right now. Alright. So we are about 2 seconds away from main stage separation. In 3, 2, 1. We have engine shutdown. It's alright. Alright. So we're good. We are good. I now need to set up my maneuver. Get us into a low Earth orbit. And I will go ahead and extend our solar panels. Placement of those RCS thrusters is actually surprisingly effective.
Darn. That's unfortunate.
I'm curious what this looks like from Jebediah's point of view.
Sure.
Hey, you should unbuckle and have him step out.
I'm not going to do that.
I think get one of the other four to do it.
Alright.
I don't think we need Bill.
Couple of minor updates.
I apparently do not have enough Delta V for this.
Activities that will be coming up.
That's unfortunate.
Dynamics
No.
us with some updated.
Use the next stage.
Yeah.
Blackout, just a 1 second change. It's going to be estimated now at 6:53 and 54 seconds p.m. Central Time. The duration remains 6 minutes. That blackout will end at
Like, aren't you glad we gave you a parachute?
seconds p.m. all Central
They
Time.
might actually end up using that parachute. And in fact,
We
I'm
expect to begin
going back
entering
on my
the
word.
Earth's
I'm changing the
atmosphere
altitude at which
an
it'll open.
400,000 feet at
How could you?
6:53 and 30 seconds.
He's
But-
doubting the engineering team.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the crew lights.
And 1 second difference now in our splashdown time. If everything unfolds the way we believe it will. Splashdown now scheduled at 7:07 and 8 seconds p.m. Central Time.
It counts as a
7:07
space plane
and
because
8
of the
seconds
cockpit.
PM Central Time.
Yeah.
7 and 8 seconds p.m. Pacific Time at the splashdown zone off the coast of San Diego.
Come on, fellas. You can get to space. I believe in you. But this has actually given me an idea for something to do in the future.
That is.
Take one of a ship designed similarly to this. Make it the lander. Bring the crew up in a capsule. Have the capsule dock have them all transfer over to the lander, and then send it off, which I think is how they're supposed to do it. Fellas, I don't know if this is going to be enough to get us into low Kerbal orbit.
I don't know.
Not with that attitude.
What's the Kerbal equivalent of Florida there?
No, that's just Florida. This is literally
Oh,
just
good.
It's just Florida.
It is
Yeah,
literally
that's just Florida.
We
Yeah, it is.
literally just took off from Kennedy Space Center.
Yeah, you took off from fucking.
I thought it was Kerbal Space Center.
Reduced, now just 6 knots. The wave height's still less than 4 feet. All go forecast.
Alright. So,
What?
Houston, I think we're gonna have a problem.
Don't worry about it.
Curbston?
Don't worry about it.
Wonder if I hold on. What's the? No, is it L? No. No. What's the button?
Alt F4?
So once again, the stage
I wonder if this is how.
Great idea.
Oh my God, we're speeding up, fellas.
Inexorable march toward a splashdown in the Pacific 2 hours from now.
Actually, I don't think that's me doing that.
16,000 nautical miles away from the Earth. We are just 1 hour and 26
That might be my good friend Grav.
separation, followed by a raised berth to tilt
First
Grav
name Grav,
the vehicle up ever so slightly.
first name Grav, and last name Itchy.
Well, if you can't beat him, join him.
As a mitigating action to
I would like to see this from Jebediah's POV.
This is all pre-planned, pre-flight.
What a beautiful sight.
Between what we had designed this mission to do.
So are you planning on crashing this above land or into the ocean?
Well, I plan on trying to get them out of here alive.
1 hour and 45 minutes from now.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just realized we don't have the good kind of parachute.
No, not at all. I think you should go for a world record high dive and have Jeb jump.
That might be his best chance of survival.
Yeah.
I've activated the parachute stage. Oh fuck! Oh, it's fine.
The
Best
engineering
chances for
team
them to
didn't.
jump.
It's
To be
fine.
fair, the engineering team did not account for this because we did not anticipate that they would be re-entering.
It's fine. Oh,
I don't think it's fine.
Oh,
Not
the
gonna lie to
water
you,
will
Chief.
come out.
we're aero braking. That's all this is. We're aero braking.
Quickly give them all cameras, because we all know the cameraman don't die.
No, well, just got a point. Now, the only issue is they're still doing like 600 mile an hour. No, they're probably
not.
about 800. No, they hit the water doing like 800
they
mile
made
an
it?
hour.
Okay, so I have about an hour and a half. I'm going to attempt to design something that can actually land properly. We're gonna
I
save
think
this.
what we're being told. I think what we're being told is we've been kicked off the engineering team.
I still want to hear your input, but I'm going to tell you no more actively.
They were doing 867 mile an hour when they hit the water.
That's
Can it look like a PR?
that's barely Mach 1, okay? That's barely Mach 1.
Isn't Mach 1
I have
777?
Yeah.
My one and only request is the giant ass wing on the back of it.
No, it's 761 mile an hour at sea level.
Alright. So I think
That will be.
I want to design the landing stage after the Orion. Even though
I'll be
I'm
back
using
in a
the
moment.
helipod.
Can I make a suggestion?
You may make a suggestion.
Shield upside down.
You want me to put the heat shield in upside down?
Yes.
And what benefits do you think that would provide?
Well, all of
More
them. It will help.
Ew.
It'll help them as they leave.
Alright, you know what? I will put the heat shield upside down. There we go. The heat shield is now upside down.
It protects the heat shield.
There you go. This is the launch escape system. This will help them, well, escape the launch.
Look, we don't need that if we're not going to abort the launch.
You know what? You've got a point. I like the way you think. Oh, fuck. Okay. So you know what we'll put on the front instead?
Um,
We'll put that.
Can I put anything to allow it to dock to another vehicle?
Well, that is what this is. I believe. Hold on. I think.
Maybe do it.
Here we go.
Hear me out.
I'm hearing you out.
Can we put a space station in orbit?
We could. We could very well put a space station in orbit. Do you want to do that instead?
I don't know.
Alright, what design choices have I missed?
The heat shield is upside down.
It's
Yeah,
to protect
keep
the
it that
heat
way.
shield. That's to protect the heat shield.
You don't need a heat shield, really.
Also, we lost the launch escape system because we don't need it as long as we don't abort the launch.
And I could not fault the logic. I couldn't fault the logic.
Fair enough.
Where's the... Nope. Nope. Ah, here we go. Ain't you beautiful, fellas?
Indeed.
Do something.
Why does the flag look like that? And why is the flag different? Hold on.
Integrity Houston for entry checklist.
Go ahead, Jackie.
Reed, with this time to EI, we expect you're about to be stepping into steps 9 and 10 in the entry checklist.
I actually want to take a look
In
at
step
the
10 for the
stream
flip
currently.
switch config,
Wow,
there are
they're
no deltas.
they're getting real close.
No deltas to step 10. Copy all.
Remember, isn't splashdown happening around 8 o'clock?
Yes, they should be entering the atmosphere. I literally sent you the thing. Hold on, let me have a look.
Could be splashed down at around 8:05, give or take.
So at 7:30, the crew module will separate from the service module. 7:37, they're going to do their final burn. 7:53 is when they will begin entering the atmosphere. So from about 7:53 to about 8:07 is going to be the most intense parts. Yeah, well. Oh, interesting. for the landing.
Beans, I think I left my water out there.
Alright. I think she's looking pretty beautiful right about now.
Eat it.
Eat, delete.
Wait, am I stupid? Hold on. What the hell?
Did you mount any RCS thrusters?
Yes, I did. There they are, right there. They're looking pretty happy. I think. I actually don't know how they feel.
Did you install the backup toilet?
That is in the service module. Here, hold on. In fact, I will. There is no toilet, but I can put something in place of a toilet. Where is it?
Put a chair for Jebediah.
Here we go. There is now a chair in the service module.
Actually, can we put multiple chairs? That way we can take more friends with us to space.
I might be able to fit multiple chairs. Hold on.
We need to bring the whole family.
The whole fam damly?
Yeah, except we're going to leave the service module on the moon. It's for research.
Yes, of course.
Very scientific.
Perfect. We have enough room for 4 extra guys. So what actually happened in the Apollo mission? They did not sit in the capsule. That was the faked part of the moon landing. They actually sat on chairs inside the service module. Yeah. That's the faked part of the landing.
Oh, because where else would they have brought the cameraman?
Yeah, see? I actually do not know how the fuck... I've never built the Apollo...
I think you've got it.
I'm still immensely disappointed there is not the flying space donut.
I know, right?
I mean,
My disappointment is immeasurable. Do it.
It may have been possible, but I am not entirely sure. Actually, you know what? We're gonna find out if it's possible. Hold on. Fuck it. We need a one-man pod. We don't... There. There's a one-man pod. Right? So we have this.
Sure.
We should have mounted those to the SRBs. That was what the problem was.
You know what? You're right. Whoa.
I cannot change the size of that. Hold on.
No. I think you were right to pick that one.
Alright. So. You've got to hear me out, okay?
Okay.
Need to go here. Man, I take more. Nope, those are too big. Hold on.
This is Mission Control, Houston. Once
Can we
again,
curse?
a
Well,
great view of the planet Earth from Integrity from one of the solar array wing
No.
cameras. Now,
I think that's what we call in the business the space octagon.
Hold on.
Splashdown schedule for
This isn't how I
7:07
was
and 8
thinking.
seconds p.m. Central Time, 5:07 and 8
It's been a
seconds
second.
p.m. Pacific Time. At a point to the southwest of San Diego in the Pacific Ocean, where the USS John Murtha is on station, and where recovery team assets are being deployed to the predicted splashdown site to complete the mission of Integrity's astronauts and their lunar flyby. With the Earth growing larger in the field of view, the next major milestone, just 1 hour.
I think the best question is, who are we sacrificing for this endeavor?
The crew module from the European service module.
Which astronaut looked at us the most funnily?
Bill.
The separation of the crew
Yeah,
I think we have our answer.
Bill usually looks terrified.
He'll have fun with this one. I hope. I think.
When I was looking at the
It's Bill for him.
it was the exact same time as our predicted SM set. Can you just get
Every person.
Can we get a curse for that one?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm going to be very kind because I was not cursed for some of the things I have said.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Fuck, I don't remember.
I get a free pass.
Expected, that's when the sequence will begin for that whole SEP config.
Outstanding. Thank you for the verification.
Here in Mission Control in the Artemis Flight Control Room, Capcom Jackie Mahaffey confirming some of the timeline activities with Commander Reed Wiseman aboard the vehicle. The crew has...
So, when we get our first lunar colony, how long do you think it'll take before we get organized combat sports?
To a high-speed entry
Good
and a
question.
parachute-assisted splashdown in the Pacific.
Because moonboxing sounds like it'd be hilarious.
Major milestone, 1 hour.
How long do you think there's organized space crime?
Separation of the crew module from the
3 days.
European service module as Artemis's astronauts head home to complete this.
No.
flight.
2 days.
Alright. In fact, you know what? I'm changing the whole design. But it's for good reason.
Damn.
It's for good reason. It's for good reason. There is something I like to call... It's in the utility section. This thing.
That's a name.
Whew.
I need to rotate it, right?
Sure.
Then I can do this. And then we do this.
Alright.
Angle it slightly. Then we do it again. We can't do it on the other side. Hold on. Well, that's not gonna help. That fit this way. Then I can take this one and put it on that side. And angle it that way. And I take one more. Not angle it like that. You know, it makes me wonder how people get things like this into space, because this is how people design some of their space stations.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you bolt it onto a rocket.
Well, yeah, but like, this is so not aerodynamic in the slightest.
You put a giant fairing around it.
I mean, that might actually be the plan.
What are we gonna name this vessel?
The donut. Or donut. Like, not from astronaut.
I feel like we are missing a name with great potential.
Oh,
Now, what might that be?
You remember that gift to Elton John? I'll leave it at that. That's all I have to say about it. Mm-hmm.
Separator? Pause.
I think that would be the name.
I think I actually want to leave this in space as a station. Or at least part of a station.
Rex, I think you should state the name for pet.
Nah.
Statinator.
You know what? Pat, I'm gonna forward you the name that I think we've decided on.
Okay. I don't know if I have a coupler. I do have a coupler large enough for this, actually. That's really funny. And to those of you out there watching at home, that music you're hearing is coming from the NASA livestream. They have swapped over and they're changing to the event known as The Fellas Coming Back Home.
I think we might need a lot of SRBs.
Well, luckily, I did plan on putting SRBs on this.
Like, we might almost need a ring of SRBs. Also, do we have anywhere that a ship can dock to this space station?
There.
Okay.
I've mostly thought of everything.
Do we have a solar panel?
Oh, fuck, no, we don't.
Alright, solar panels on the outside of the donut.
Well, yes, obviously. But what kind
Do we
of-
have a means for the crew to get from the interior, which is a fuel tank, to the actual ring?
There is not actually a way for them to get into the actual ring.
They don't need a way in.
They can just rope off.
Also, I kind of want to build a giant space station shaped like a ring in Space Engineers now.
Which one do you think, fellas?
Up for the funny.
Yeah.
What? No, which of the two?
I'm told to start pointing up.
Oh, I get what you mean. So we're gonna take these. Right, I know you're hearing me out.
Sure.
We're gonna mount them on every single one of the pods.
Okay.
And I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Look, if anything goes wrong, it's Bill's life at stake.
Because you know what they say, don't you?
Fish?
Nothing bad can happen.
Nothing bad ever happened to the Kennedys.
It
Is
can
a test
only
mission of
good
the
happen.
Orion space capsule.
Artemis
That too.
2 will be the first time we put humans on this rocket. We're going back to the moon because it's the next step in our journey to Mars.
Really hope those don't explode.
We were always days going to the moon.
Would be kind of funny though.
Pushing ourselves to explore is just core to who we are. That's a part of being a human.
It's good.
Continuing to test out every bit of Orion.
Coming back to Earth, 7 miles. 7 miles a second. When humanity sets big goals, we can bring together genius from around the world.
You have the best people on planet Earth putting this vehicle together.
All right.
To innovate for the benefit of humanity and to inspire the world through discovery.
And here we go.
I don't actually know.
19th, 1972, 2:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Command Module America splashes down in the Pacific with Gene Cernan, Ron Evans, and Jack Schmidt aboard as the Apollo 17
Finally,
mission
the
came to an
SRBs.
end, along with humanity's first series of expeditions to the moon. Today at this hour, you are looking live at our
We of
planet
course
from the
have a
Integrity
signature look for our
spacecraft,
SRBs, which
heading
is
for a
8 all around the
splashdown in the
outside.
Pacific off the coast of San Diego
Okay.
just 1 hour and 35 minutes from now. And good day from the Artemis Flight Control Room here at the Johnson Space Center in Houston, where the entry flight control team is on duty at this hour, led by Flight Director Rick
I have
Heffling,
forgotten
joined
the
on
most
console
important thing.
with the voice you'll
I
hear
can't
talking
believe
to
it.
the crew throughout the course of the day. That is Jackie Mahaffey, second from your left. Everything has gone extremely well as we are closing in on the return of Artemis's astronauts from their flight around the moon, an historic lunar flyby that will culminate with that splashdown in the Pacific off the coast of San
Need a
Diego
coffee machine
just
on
1
that
hour
thing.
and 35 minutes from now.
And with that, it's a good entry
Yeah, what he
and
said.
we can continue in the procedure.
Integrity.
You're looking at a live view inside Integrity. Reed Wiseman on the left doing a fist bump with pilot Victor Glover on the right, and down in the mid-deck area just below their feet, suited up in their launch and entry suits,
we
are
go.
mission specialists Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen of the Canadian Space Agency. A number of milestones yet to unfold before splashdown just
Here
over
we go.
an hour and a half from now. Earlier today,
That's a shape.
at about 10:35 a.m.
Yeah, it
Central
is.
Time, they
And in
completed
fact, hold
the
on.
final major maneuver of the flight, that being the return trajectory.
I think the name that Rex had suggested is quite perfect for it.
Tuned its trajectory to enter a corridor over the Pacific Ocean a short time from now. That will be the point of entry interface, where the crew will reach the first traces of Earth's atmosphere at an altitude of 400,000 feet. The crew moved into its entry checklist just after 4
These
p.m. Central Time.
are the most
suited
important
up in
things
those launch and entry suits,
of this
conducted
entire
leak checks,
station.
and now are in the final stages of their entry checklist.
Instruction 115 of entry checklist. SM separation ATP is go.
Houston copies.
The next major milestone on the route home.
Fully fit, and they're working on EBS and then seating up.
We copy. Thanks for the
Here we go.
status.
Jackie Mahaffey talking to Reed Wiseman aboard Integrity. The spacecraft now about 12,000 nautical miles.
You know, Rex, I
from
think
the Earth's
that,
surface. next
the name you had
milestone
messaged
on tap,
does
for
fit
the crew.
pretty well for the whole ship.
The crew, the handover of
Yeah, although I wonder if we should
tracking and data relay satellite
nominate the
systems.
DM for a curse for his final touches.
After the translunar injection burn back on April
No.
2nd,
No.
propelled Integrity toward its lunar flyby.
So, are we keeping the do not, or are we going with the other one?
I think the other one.
I have to do something
separation
first,
of
which
the
is
crew
connect
module
all
from the
of the
European
fuel, and then I
service
will
module.
change it to the
That
other
is
one.
scheduled at 6:30
Wonderful.
p.m. Central
Son of a
Time,
bitch,
followed
fuck
4
you.
minutes later by one final
Well,
critical
damn.
maneuver. That will be a 19-second burn of Integrity's thrusters in what is
All right.
called the crew module raise burn. Now what that does is it basically acts If you were sitting in a reclining chair, you'd basically tilt yourself back. It raises the aft end of integrity ever so slightly, and that is the final opportunity for us to fine-tune the angle of attack of integrity through the area of peak heating and entry interface that will come a bit later on, about an hour and 18 minutes from now.
Sorry,
So
Jeb.
after the raise burn, we will be in the
one.
final orientation
Listen to Bob.
that will minimize any peak heating on the heat shield.
I thought it was Bill.
And prior
Is
to
it
the
Bill?
time the crew enters,
You're right, it was
I'm
Bill.
pretty sure it was
the
Bill.
Earth's atmosphere at an
All right.
altitude of 400,000 feet.
Any final
Entry interface. This is
adjustments from the
critical
peanut
time
gallery?
where the crew will reach the first
Fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole?
Fire in the hole.
All
Yep.
right.
Traveling
Wait.
34,882
Shooting the load.
I have forgotten something very important.
Just 24 seconds after entering the Earth's atmosphere, we will experience a communications blackout expected to last 6 minutes in duration. This is
Why
planned,
am I unable
and
to?
it is caused by the interaction of the velocity
I can't
of
grab
integrity
anything.
with the friction of Earth's atmosphere.
Look.
Build up of plasma around the vehicle, and that ionization
Oh,
will
God.
prevent any
Oh,
communications with the
no.
crew and any receipt of data
Uh-oh.
from flight controllers here
Bye.
on mission control. That blackout is scheduled to begin at 6:53 and 54 seconds p.m. Central Time. Again, a 6-minute
stop.
blackout
Stop,
that will
stop,
end,
stop,
if all
stop.
goes as planned, at 6:59 and 55 seconds p.m. Central Time. At that point, we expect to regain communications with the crew and a reacquisition of data through the tracking and data relay satellite system. We will have a series of roll maneuvers. These are computer commanded that will roll the vehicle slightly to the left, then back to the right. That will bleed off excess energy as we begin our peak period of velocity. We expect to reach a maximum velocity of 24,661.21 miles per hour, equivalent to about Mach 33 times the speed of sound, shortly after we enter that blackout period. Once we exit the blackout period, of course, we're in the denser regions of the Earth's atmosphere, and then we get set up for the parachute deployment sequence. First, the deployment of 3 forward bay cover chutes that will pull essentially the top forward bay cover off the very top of the Integrity vehicle. That will be followed by the deployment of drogue chutes, and then the final deployment of a series of 3 main parachutes at 7:04 and 44 seconds p.m. Central Time.
It does need to be able
From
to
that
maneuver.
point on, it is about 3 minutes or so until splashdown. Splashdown scheduled at 7:07 and 8
Yes,
seconds.
as we all know, one of the most important aspects of the cockpit ring is maneuverability.
So just to give you some perspective, at the time that
And in fact,
enter the Earth's atmosphere, we're traveling somewhere around Mach 30.
There we go.
Winglet.
We'll splash down at a speed of about 19 miles an hour. The
All right.
G-forces that
I
will
hope
build
Bill
on
is
the
ready
crew
for the
members
ride of
inside
his
the
life.
Integrity will build to about
Are you
3.9
guys ready?
It might be the last.
what is expected and what
He's gonna be shooting his load.
the spacecraft is designed to support.
Yeah,
Uh,
shooting his load despite being in the cockpit ring.
alrighty. SAS active. In 3, 2, 1. Engine start.
The latest weather forecast out of the
Alright, we have liftoff.
off the coast of San Diego is a go forecast from our meteorologists here at the Spaceflight Meteorology Group at the
All right.
Space Center.
Good,
And
good,
standing
good.
by on the deck of the USS
So far,
John
so
Marshall
good.
is my colleague from the Kennedy Space Center, Megan Cruz. Megan.
Start tilting.
Welcome to the bow of the USS John Murphy. This is where we will report out live updates from the ship as NASA and the U.S. military work to recover our Artemis 2 astronauts in just about
Oh my god, these SRBs can gimbal?
Right now, as you can see, we are out in the Pacific Ocean. We are just west
That's
of
crazy.
San Diego. We're actually staged about 6.5.
That's a word.
But the coupling of the SRBs could go very poorly or very well. Place your
I'm
bets
betting
now.
it's going to go poorly.
Poorly.
Poorly?
Yep, double on poorly.
Alright.
Something's going to blow up.
It went poorly.
Well, I guess you had one bill of a time.
So I think
That wasn't even a good one.
No, actually, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So I think we only had a single issue.
If I remember correctly, weren't the front of the SRBs yet going straight through the fairing?
Yes, and that was the issue that I'm pretty sure that we had. So what's going to happen instead? Because we have to keep the same general shape of the cockpit ring, right?
Yes.
Right.
Without a doubt.
So now they are no longer within the main tip.
The shaft is distinct from the tip now.
Yes.
You're laughing like this.
Look, it's very important that there's a distinction between shaft and tip. Otherwise, everyone's confused.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to take a screenshot of the cockpit ring.
You just left the landing forces operations center here on the ship. How are we looking?
All I wanted was to start with was a donut.
We still have the donut. We still have the donut. The donut is the important part.
It's just been renamed.
Yes.
Sorry, the return trajectory correction burn went great. They
were
right down the money.
By Brenton, for the most part.
You kind of handed it.
Hey, you came up with cockpit ring.
Okay, you came up with the suggestion of naming it after a certain thing.
Uh-huh. You didn't have to take it further.
Man, look at that plume.
I don't know if it should be burning like that.
You know
No,
what
no,
they say,
it
don't
should
you,
be.
fellas?
100%.
What do they say?
I'm a rocket man.
So what's going to happen to Bill once this is in space?
He's stuck there.
Alright. That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
They mostly seem to wreck into each other.
Yeah. They're gonna crash back down right over the Space Center.
Yeah, they can rebuild it. You know how many times they had to rebuild the actual Space Center?
Probably a couple.
Okay, I was hoping you would know.
Gonna let her angle herself like this. We can cut off about here.
But I can't think of ever topping seeing the first crew to go to the moon and back in 50 years, and to be here and be a part of that. And it's just a tremendous privilege. And I'm, on behalf of the whole team,
I don't think we have enough Delta V for this.
Yeah, I definitely think that those words really embody how everybody on the ship is feeling. So thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate you being here. And so, Rob, we'll toss it back to you again. We will continue to join you with live updates from the ship as much as possible.
Thank you, Megan. Back here at the Johnson Space Center, the entry team of flight controllers looking over the shoulders of Reed Wiseman and Victor Glover there on the flight deck of Integrity, and again, just below their feet in the mid-deck area, if you will, Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen of the Canadian Space Agency. They're in the final review of their entry procedures and all of the activities that will follow here very shortly in trip hammer fashion. We should note that after splashdown occurs, the flight control team here in Houston will be monitoring the orientation of the Integrity spacecraft. We are expecting it to...
How's the angle of the cockpit ring looking?
Oh, it's looking pretty good.
With the top of the spacecraft pointed upward. Stable 2 would indicate that it is upside down in the water. Regardless of the orientation, there will be 5 inflatable airbags called the CMOOS system.
That's fine.
We lost something.
I think it was only pieces of the ferry. This is not good.
Could be worse. Never mind, I see how it's bad.
I'm trying to raise the altitude, but it's not working.
I think you done goofed with the cockpit ring.
Hold on. I know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta hear me out, okay?
Hey, in space, no one can hear you scream.
I don't think this is working.
Yeah.
You think or you know?
See if I can try something.
Front porch, as it is called, one by one. They then will be hoisted into the hovering helos overhead, and those helos then will turn around once the crew members are on board, 2 for each helicopter, and will head back to the ship. That should be about a 10 to 15 minute transit. Once the helicopters land on the deck of the USS John Martha, the crew members will be exiting those
here's what we're gonna do.
and brought into medical bay on the deck on the ship itself for comprehensive medical exams. They will spend a period of time yet to be determined on board the USS John Martha before they are flown by helicopter to the shore in San Diego, to the San Diego Naval Air Station, and ultimately will board a NASA jet for the flight back to the Johnson Space Center here in Houston. Just to recap some of the key times that are coming up. We are expecting the separation of the crew module from the service module just 43 minutes from now. That is expected to occur at 6:33 p.m. Central Time, 7:33 p.m. Eastern Time. That will be followed just 4 minutes later by the crew module raise burn, the use of Integrity's thrusters one final time in a 19-second burn to slightly tilt the vehicle up into the correct orientation or angle of attack to ensure that it enters the Earth's atmosphere at the right angle, if you will.
I don't think it was happy about that.
Deflect the buildup of heat against
No, it looks pretty happy. I mean, look at Bill. He's enjoying it.
We just got to give it a second, let it right itself.
Uh-huh.
And while it does that,
based on the entry trajectory for the Artemis 1 mission, what we're doing is we deliberately changed the trajectory.
You got this. You got this. I believe in you.
You Interstellar.
The Pacific Ocean, we are expecting now from entry interface to the point of splashdown to have a range of just 1,701 nautical miles. And
I don't know which direction it's spinning, so I can't counter thrust.
Time of heating on the heat shield of the spacecraft.
It's spinning in circles.
Is complete, then the stage is set.
Looks like it's spinning counterclockwise.
6:53 and 31 seconds
Maybe.
p.m. Central Time. That means that
All right.
will be entering the Earth's atmosphere.
Well, that's from the top side.
100,000 feet, traveling at about 34,882 feet.
The bottom side is probably spinning clockwise.
Oh,
The coast of San Diego.
you.
Just heard from Megan Cruz on the deck of the USS John Murtha. Splashdown once again under those three main parachutes is expected at 7:07 and 8 seconds p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time.
Well,
2.5
while it
hours
does that,
before sunset. The actual total distance traveled for Integrity from launch to splashdown is estimated at 694,481 statute miles. Now that includes the first high elliptical Earth orbit following launch that enabled Integrity to move to 43,000 miles above the Earth at its apogee, and enabling a 24-hour period of systems checkouts before the flight control team here and the mission management team gave approval for Integrity to conduct its translunar injection that propelled it on its way to the moon and its historic lunar flyby. So the total distance we expect this vehicle to have traveled at splashdown, 694,481 statute miles. With everything proceeding on track and on time aboard Integrity, the vehicle system's in excellent shape as the Earth grows larger in the field of view. Let's go back to the USS John Murtha and Megan Cruz.
Extreme focus.
almost.
And sheer fucking will.
Almost.
Hey, yeah, Rob, welcome back. Again, we are out in the Pacific Ocean, staged just about 6.5 miles from where we expect.
Hey, I think I know what blew up on that,
an hour. How exciting. And the weather
on that series of explosions.
Oh, do you?
blowing around my hair, but really
Yeah.
to speak of when it comes to having to recover
And what's that?
our astronauts, as well as no waves here, really.
You know, it may not be so obvious to some, but I think we're missing a few, solar panels.
No, I don't think so.
You know what? You know what? I'll believe you. I'll believe you.
Then, final action.
Great to have you here, Ray.
You too, Megan. It is a blessing to be honored to stay with our teams. We've trained 3 years for this, nonstop with the U.S. Navy, and along with EGS.
Right,
and
which one are
we're
you
so
in?
look forward to this day. And just by God's grace, everything is parting, the skies and everything. The crew's doing great.
We're going to send him the bill.
Our teams are ready. So it's
Yeah.
one of those days you've dreamt about, and now it's finally here, and we're ready. And just thankful to be a part of it.
Yeah, and you play a really integral role. When was the last time you spoke to the crew, and how are they feeling in this last hour before splashdown?
Uh-oh.
Nope, it's fine.
Why are we gonna send him the science guy?
I don't know.
Kunjian from the Canadian Space Agency.
Alright, I think you should let Bill out for a moonwalk. And by that, I mean send him hurtling towards the sun.
Issues, how they slept, and then kind of go over their landing day protocol for the medications, what we call a fluid load, to try to replace some of the fluid and electrolytes that they've lost with just a normal space adaptation.
Oh, that's upside down.
Kind of have to re-replace some of that fluid to help them.
There is no up in space.
Kind of re-adaptation to one.
That's just straight up sideways.
And then just kind of let them know how things are going to play.
I wonder what's going on out there.
The water teams all the way until we finally get to the med deck. So
huh.
Huh. Huh. Oh, I don't know if it's supposed to rotate like that.
They're excited. They're also very focused on the job that they had to do.
Where you at?
Somebody's twisted it.
Where you at, Bill?
We've trained a long time for this, and we're ready.
And you said some medications. I mean, those are kind of just to mitigate the effects of, obviously, they're more than 695,000 mile journey back to Earth.
I don't know where you're at.
Anti-nausea medication, right?
Yeah, exactly, Megan. The astronauts are very healthy, fortunately, and even when they come back in re-entry,
there you are.
There he is.
System is very kind of dynamic. It has to readapt very quickly, and one of the most common responses they get is just some stomach awareness to some nausea, even to some vomiting. And with our crews that land out in Kerb-manity, the Soyuz crews or our SpaceX crews, they all kind of experience the same thing. This will be the first time we're landing in water since December 1972, and I worked with all the Apollo astronauts years ago, and they all told me that landing in the water, especially in the Pacific, can be very provocative. So we take steps to give them medicines to really mitigate some of that nausea, vomiting, help them feel a little bit better, and also sometimes just use a little anti-inflammatory medicine just to help with coming back to 1 Earth or 1G. The effects of microgravity, especially as you age and you have a little arthritis, you feel great in microgravity, and everyone kind of curses coming back to the ground like, oh dang, 1G, but so that helps a little bit. But for the most part, the main thing is just replacing that fluid and then trying to help them with that transition back to 1G, and then we're ready to go.
Yeah, and their health is assessed almost immediately after they splash.
You think he'll survive the return trip?
I don't think there's going to be a return trip, because I forgot to put something on it.
Extremely highly trained, highly experienced.
I mean, your altitude is slowly decreasing.
Well,
yeah, that's just how an orbit
minutes
works.
after splashdown, and do the first initial assessment. So Jesse and his team will go out there and look at each crew, kind of do
Is Bill in there?
signs, report back to
I
Dr.
have
Haas and Kumji
an
and
idea,
Dr.
fellas.
Let them know how they're doing, and then
Is that have him hop out and plummet?
we expect that. They're good to go on that. If anything, didn't go the way we want, we're all prepared for that as well. And Jesse and his team, I mean, this is their full-time job, taking care of, sailors and folks who might be injured. We don't expect any injuries, but coming back, going 25,000 miles
Man,
an hour,
why are we trying to murder if I Bill?
is still a dynamic.
He looked at us funny.
I've heard it described.
He has a parachute. He'll be fine.
Car crash.
Does he have a parachute?
And then the crew will be ready to go, and Jesse and his team.
One way to find out.
To get them out to the front porch.
Open his inventory.
Call it to our med bay, and then once we have that, and they're all
well, it says deploy shoot, so I'm going to say that he has a parachute. I'm not doing that.
And that's where me and
Oh, we gotta verify if it works.
You know what? You're right.
Eyes on them, make sure they're all good. Just take
I don't think it's going to work because we're in space.
And then one by one, we'll either get them out with the
I could. Oh, interesting. I didn't know you could do that. Hey guys.
Kind of just walk them very slowly to med bay, which actually helps them acclimate.
I like that deploy distance.
Man, really don't have their sea legs back
do it.
Yet.
I tried. It won't let me.
Chair, which will be right behind them, and then just very slowly kind of get them back in the med bay to start our full assessments with the team.
Yeah, so
somewhere out there in the universe, there's a hard drive. On that hard drive,
we talked a little bit about this, but obviously, we
is a saved Kerbal space program, and in that saved Kerbal space program, Jebediah Kerman
that journey, how it affects the body,
is orbiting around the sun in a shuttle cockpit with thrusters attached directly to it.
From your perspective.
So it's different, and we have a very significant respect with on Apollo. For exercise, they had something called the Apollo Exergenia, which was basically just a little canister with some ropes,
okay, I've seen some progress. I've seen some progress.
They like that. They like the ability.
Have we put Bill in orbit?
From a
Bill
muscular
is
standpoint,
currently
to
in
lose strength
orbit
and
around
stamina very quickly.
the Earth.
We had something called the Orion
Oh.
flywheel, which was able to impart much
How low is
greater
how low is that out
endurance
of
in terms of resistance.
curiosity?
So they're able to do squats, deadlifts, different things, not dissimilar to what
Yeah,
the
that's
ISS
all right.
astronauts do,
I don't know
but
which
with a lot
direction we're
less
going.
room to do it. And they also did rowing activities for cardiovascular health. And
So one could assume that Bill is fine.
But for the lunar cruise, the future lunar cruise, maintaining that physical conditioning,
Stop.
which our
Gabe,
astronauts
stop,
trained
please.
conditioning rehabilitation specialists, affectionately known as the ACERs, back in Houston, really work hard.
So is it safe to assume that Bill is fine?
For now.
To get to the moon. That device
Yeah.
hopefully will maintain that. And Apollo only had about a 4.3
He's
day
entered the
journey to
atmosphere.
moon. Our astronauts are going to have about a 10 to 14 day journey.
You know how I
so
know?
maintaining that physical fitness, that strength
It's
and
slowed
stamina
down
is
by time warp.
crucial for the success of being able to do those very physically demanding lunar EVA.
Well, Bill,
So we're very excited about the astronauts.
let's see where you land.
About the device and what they have to say about the role exercise plays, going to the moon, and also the mental benefit.
Sure.
They just really like sweating, breaking the sweat, and actually just feeling like, they're just getting a workout.
Right.
So
Thank you so much, Rick. I really appreciate it. I know they're going to be in good hands, so we'll let you get back to it. Thank you
all
so
right, Megan,
much.
thanks for the time.
Back to you, Rob.
Okay, Megan, back here in Mission Control in Houston. Everything is moving along in order. This view of Reed Wiseman on the left, Victor Glover on the right.
All right.
Good suit leak checks. Everything aboard Integrity is in
Bill
excellent
Kerman
shape.
has officially
The
been
vehicle is
deorbited.
growing larger and larger in the field of view.
Is that?
Now just about
Oh.
1,800 nautical miles away from Earth.
Where is he projected to land?
Splashdown just 1 hour and 5 minutes.
I don't think he's landing.
Heaven?
Okay, where's his corpse gonna remain?
I
think disintegrated.
I think it was in South America.
Both GPS units look.
Yeah, South America, it looked like.
All right. hold on. Yeah, it was in Chile, I think, or whatever's right there.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Let me go to the
Once
tracking
again,
station.
As we start to close in on some of the major milestones, the first one coming up in just 31 minutes.
And Integrity just confirming the LCG gas trap was able to be closed out.
And now, it should just be there. That's not the one I wanted to go
Service
to.
module separation schedule just 31 minutes from now. The key point of interest, of course, will be the performance of Integrity's heat shield during its high-speed entry back into Earth and the peak heating that is
we have
expected
about
around the spacecraft of some 4,000 to 5,000 degrees
34
Fahrenheit.
minutes until they enter the
Artemis
atmosphere,
1,
fellas.
As I think most folks know by now, we flew
All right.
known as a skip entry, in which we performed an initial dip into the atmosphere to bleed off some
Androgynous
energy.
locking
Then we
mechanism.
skipped out of the atmosphere.
I think that means it's both male and female.
Before splashing down in the Pacific.
Wow.
But after
How progressive.
the mission was over with, we noticed unexpected liberation
You know,
of some of the charring.
I think this was a
effects
success,
on the
aside
heat
from losing
shield
Bill.
on
But
its
who cares
path
about
road.
Bill? Jebediah is the one we
Before
care
the
about.
flight, we had an opportunity to sit down and talk with
Yeah,
Flight
fair.
Director Rick Henfling to get a perspective
I
on,
didn't
what
send
this all
a
means and how
lander
the
to the
mission
moon a
was
second
redesigned
time to
try
save
to protect,
Bill.
Integrity's heat shield to a higher extent. Let's take a look at that interview.
All right.
Returning from the moon is a lot different than deorbiting from low Earth orbit. When we return from the moon...
So is that thing in orbit now, or is it going to come crashing back down?
Oh, no, it is in orbit.
And in order to slow down to a nice, graceful splashdown in the Pacific Ocean...
as long as nothing affects its orbit, it's staying there.
Gravity. On Artemis 1, pressure buildup
Oh
inside
god, I've been
the
forward
char layer
something.
of the heat shield.
Oh, me too.
Oh no.
Char losses we saw. NASA established a Tiger team.
I think we were all sent the same thing.
The cause of the problem.
Yep. Yeah, we were.
And successfully.
Yeah.
And so for Artemis 2, we are going to fly a profile that ensures the spacecraft will not see that same type of pressure profile.
It's other,
and so the char losses seen on Artemis
areas
2
I can launch from.
will
Interesting.
not be like the ones that we saw on Artemis 1.
Rick Henfling indicated that the orientation of the spacecraft and the shortening of the distance of
look like the
transit
orbit is
to the
changing at
splashdown
all.
zone from the point of entry interface when we reach the top of the Earth's atmosphere, which will be coming up at 6:53 and 30 seconds p.m. Central Time
Cool.
should do the trick in minimizing the deleterious forces
Wonderful.
against that heat
We've
field.
sacrificed Bill to get a orbital station.
Say that was a success. Well, I
would concur.
You would concur?
Yeah.
I will go ahead and say that we will end the stream here. You know what's really funny about this?
Huh.
This is the first time I have successfully put a
at an altitude of some 7,600 nautical
put something in
miles.
orbit as a space station.
Will begin the southwest and northeasterly transit across the Pacific.
And it was designed as something to be completely unserious.
Yeah. But you know
We
what?
put a donut in orbit.
That's Kerbal Space
Congrats.
Program for you.
Congratulations.
Put a donut
Like
in
pocket
orbit.
ring.
So, we'll be back in about 20 minutes while I'll be on the Witchlight. I'm going to keep the stream up in the background because I'm very interested in seeing how that goes.
That's the point at which we will reach the top of the Earth's atmosphere.
But thank you for everyone who joined us here today. Say goodbye, fellas.
At an altitude of
Goodbye,
400
fellas.
Goodbye.
24 seconds after entry interface, we will begin a blackout period of